Ian,
Dave.
Ian, buddy.
Dave. You caught me doing my seal claps.
Yeah, I did. Ian, it's been a long day for both you and I, so apologies up front to individuals for the short episode. Guess what happened to me at 3 a.m. this morning?
What happened?
My sinuses decided to slam shut and I couldn't breathe at all.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so I woke up and just so happens there was an urgent issue at work going on. And I just texted and was able to help my coworker out with it. Nice. My sinuses are like IT Spidey sense. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
The system is down.
An SNMP trap came right into your sinus cavity.
It did.
And filled up with alerts.
It did. Yeah. Log files needed to be aggregated. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And this is Dave and Ian Talk IT.
Yeah. Welcome to our car show. We're going to stop talking about my clogged nose, and I'm going to talk to my buddy Ian about cars because I hear that my buddy Ian has a real car thing he wants to talk about tonight.
I do have a real car thing that I want to talk about tonight. So this is a car that we have talked about quite a bit on this show. It kind of just comes up every once in a while. And every time it comes up, we get very wistful about it. Okay. And very oh, yeah, those are so cool. And then someone will mention oh, they saw a clean one, or oh, remember this generation of it? And we're like, oh, that one's great too. Okay. Every single time it comes up, we get that wistful voice.
Really?
And now, yeah. And then now, the car maker responsible for it has announced that it's back, or going to be back. They released.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, buddy.
They released a concept. They debuted a concept that looks very production ready at the Japanese mobility show.
Yep.
There it is. It's the Prelude.
The Honda Prelude. Yeah.
Now, I want to know your thoughts.
I haven't really looked at it, so give me the rundown. Yeah.
Well, basically, nobody knows that much about it. I think that it's going to be, we just know it's going to be a hybrid, maybe an all-electric version as well.
Okay.
But it's going to be this coupe.
It looks amazing.
And I think it looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that Honda is back to making kind of elegant looking cars.
Yes, very much. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look very elegant. It has a little bit of kind of Aston Martin-ish in there, and just very, very just restrained, appropriately restrained design. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing with the Prelude was always very cool. It was it wasn't the fastest car that Honda made. It wasn't it didn't have a lot of technology or anything like that. It was just a very cool, affordable coupe.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
And this is the sort of thing that I'm excited about for electrification is we can have all sorts of these crazy shapes again,
Right. Yeah.
We can do whatever the fuck we want now.
Yeah. And as much as we love plug-in hybrid drivetrains, let's say it's Toyota, but the RAV4 Prime drivetrain was in a small coupe. How hard would that go?
Right. And I think that's what the plan is. I think it's going to be a hybrid, a little hybrid coupe. Yeah. It's going to be great. I'm super psyched.
Yeah, absolutely. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Small.
I'm more excited about the Prelude coming back than I was about the Integra coming back.
Okay.
That's how much I liked the old Integras or the old Preludes.
That says a lot. Yeah. Preludes are cool, man. They are cool. They always have been. What do you think is your favorite visual generation? Just going off of visual.
I think the last one. Okay. Honestly, I really like
the big eyes.
2000 And there's like a specific blue color.
Oh yeah, it's like a babyish grayish blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's really pretty.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about this guy right here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The SH, the Prelude. If you Google the Prelude SH
Yep.
from like 2000,
Yeah.
somewhere in there, that's the one I really liked.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, it had the little body kit maybe.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
The one in the States was called the SH.
Yeah.
It had the body kit. I think it looks really cool still.
It does. It does. Yeah. Yeah. I was always partial to the generation before that.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth generation. I always just thought those were just straight cool. I sat inside one, but I don't think I've ever driven one. I remember the rear visibility being a nightmare.
Yeah.
But I mean, adorably so, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think my second favorite is the one actually before this one.
Okay. Yeah.
The one
the
from
third generation. Okay. Oh, that's second. Okay. This is Dave clicks on Wikipedia pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Third generation. Okay. Yeah. Just the standard pop-up headlights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I saw a really clean first gen in Denver a few months ago, and I was just like, oh my God.
Really? Okay.
So cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Honda Preludes are cool.
They're just they're the best.
Let's go to Craigslist and see if anyone's selling one. What do you say?
That's what we're doing tonight.
Why not? Right? Who cares? It's our show.
Yeah.
Honda Prelude. Hey, Ian.
We're just gonna add to cart.
Oh, here's a 98 for it. Oh, that looks really nice for $8,000.
There's one for $1. Look at that.
Ian, it's Craigslist. That's not $1. Yeah. You have to give them something for that, Ian. Yeah. I see. Like,
oh, it's a parts car.
This is the kind. Oh, you know what? This might be a good alignment. Like, how do you think this Commerce City Honda Prelude 5-speed manual would ruin your life?
Well, and also, what's lurking in the background there?
Looks like an 86, a Toyota Corolla 86.
Interesting.
Yeah, right? Yeah, zoom and enhance.
Zoom and enhance.
Yeah. They have a Bentley flag and a BMW flag. Yeah.
And a cardboard box that is screaming for dear life. Underneath the car from all the spills.
Yep, that cardboard has reached saturation. Yeah, it has become a deflection surface, not an absorption surface. Oh
man.
Yeah. Nice, buddy. I wonder if anybody's lemons these things. I wonder if the cab is. I mean, yeah, right. Yeah,
surely.
Honda Prelude lemons car. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here. Yeah. It looks like a few of them. Nice. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's a Civic.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. No. Preludes, man. They're cool. They're cool.
The best.
Yeah. Excited to see the concept, man. Yeah. That and then the RX-7 or rotary or whatever.
Yeah. The crazy rotary thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a rotary hybrid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rotary's back. Whatever.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Give me a Honda Prelude.
Nice, buddy. Nice. What are we sipping on as far as wine goes this evening?
Got a little white wine.
Okay. Gosh, I got my standard pink grapefruit. Yeah. Should we put them together? Do you want to
maybe make it a little spritz?
Yes, a little spritzer. Nice. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, we'll just go like my grandma and put some ice cubes in my wine.
She hates hot wine, Ian. Yeah.
Hates it.
I love that. I always find that so adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else do you want to talk about tonight, buddy?
You know what? I think we have a lot of gift ideas.
We do.
We're like Target, where it's barely November. We're gonna start talking about Christmas.
I'm defrosting Mariah Carey behind me. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hair dryer.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Have you seen that meme that if you put a wig on Michael Myers, it looks just like Mariah Carey?
No.
Wig on.
I love that this show is just Dave Googles things.
There you go. It's true though. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep. This is because I follow Moist Buddha on Instagram. It's just a dumb, shit
aggregator
meme accounts.
Thanks,
Yes. Which is all my Instagram has turned into. It's just looking at that stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're defrosting Mariah Carey.
Great.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk gifts. And I do want to call out, pardon me, that the Everyone Racers podcast, I think, does a much better job than what we do. They do have an annual gift list that they go into great detail on it. And so check out their episode. I'll put if it's not up yet, I'll put it in the show notes, and I'll put the one from last year in the show notes, because who knows, maybe you can get some of that stuff on sale.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. What about you, Ian? What kind of gifts would you like, or what kind of gifts do you think someone else would like when it comes to like car-centric stuff, and even not just stuff you like?
Yeah. For me, I would like anything from REI, record store gift certificates, and some blissful fucking silence.
What did you say when you came over to my house the other day?
It's so quiet. It's almost unnervingly quiet.
It is very quiet.
It's so striking how quiet it is when I walk in the door. Yeah. It's so quiet in your house every time.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, I mean, it's because I put in the cheat code for life and went straight to grandkids.
I know.
Yeah. I know. You didn't hear the loud times of my wife's, child raising, years ago. Yeah. So, yeah. So, you know what? On that tip, I do think it's great to get ear protection. Yeah, eye and ear protection. Those always make great gifts. People don't often think about them. I have some hearing loss, and I have to say, I really wish I could go back in time and prevent it from happening. Anytime I'm in the garage, anytime I'm doing something loud, I'm running the air compressor. I just have the cheap Home Depot, like $9 ear protection things. I just hang them on the air compressor hose thing itself, and just slap them on, man. Just put them on. Anytime I'm hitting something with the Ugga Dugga like really hard and it's really going, or anytime steel is hitting steel. That's my rule. Is that is that I wear ear protection. So yeah. But definitely do that for folks if they don't have some kind of ear protection. Get them some ear protection. I like the over the ear stuff, because if I'm bopping around the garage or whatever, sometimes I got my ear beans in and I'm listening to something. You just throw them on right over that and you're solid, and they're just easier than like earplugs and stuff to take on and put off, because you don't want to wear them all the time. Yeah.
And the great thing that the thing that earplugs are really good for is dicking around with earplugs.
Yes, you're exactly right. Yes.
That's what they're best for.
Yes. Figuring out why the fuck this earplug won't fit. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I have never ever achieved a state of equilibrium between the two earplugs.
Yep.
And it will always drive me crazy, and I will fidget with at least one of them until it is no longer functional.
Yes. No, you're exactly right, Ian.
Drives me crazy.
Yeah. So just get the cheap over the ear. Yeah. $9, $10 Home Depot ones. So worth it.
Great advice.
Yeah. And of course, eye protection, because when I was working on the parking brake of, was it Dusty Rusty way back in the day? I did have a pair of pliers come up and hit me in the eye, and my glasses actually saved me from taking a real serious eye injury. Like could have been loss of eye if I was not wearing glasses. Yeah. So just throw some on. Just throw some freaking glasses on. Yeah.
I'm bad about wearing ear protection. I'm good about wearing eye protection because I always have contacts in.
Yeah.
And I know that I will touch my eye with grease if I don't have something physically blocking myself from that. So
yeah. No, right? Yeah.
Those are great gift ideas. These are great stocking stuffers for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. another thing that I think is always important, like there's a lot of like tool folks out there. We're still showing a picture of Mariah Carey as Michael Myers, so I'm gonna make that go away. So there's a lot of like, Milwaukee, Ryobi, rigid snap-on, like all that stuff, right?
Yep.
I think that the most important thing when it comes to that stuff is if you're getting a gift for someone else, like all the brands are good. All the brands are freaking good now, right? Even the Harbor Freight Hercules stuff is great, right? Mm-hmm. If you're buying a tool for somebody, just see what battery system they've already invested in and just get them something for that, right?
Right.
Highly recommend a cordless air compressor. Those are super handy.
I do. I need one of those because I saw you. I used yours when you were at autocross, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the way to go. Because the old like 12-volt ones that you plug into your cigarette lighter suck.
They take forever. Awful. Yeah. We have PETA to thank for this one. This is the little buddy that I use at autocross. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this thing is so great. So PETA got this for me for a gift one year, and it's awesome. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. But yeah, just whatever like all of the companies make something like this nowadays. And they're all like, we're in an era of tools, kind of like we are with cars, where like a base model Camry will fucking dust like a car from 20 years ago.
Right.
Like, yeah, like any like 12 or 18 volt, like, or 20 volt if it's DeWalt, whatever, any of these tool companies, they're all really good now. Like the way that they're building stuff is so great. Sure, there's still like really cheap shit, and cheap shit has its place, when it comes to like a tool that you're going to use once. But yeah, like so I don't know, like if you have a battery system, go for it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, this is a great purchase because when these first came out, I was like, does that really work? Right. But then I used yours. I was like, oh yeah, it works.
It's quick. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Like I like the another thing, like I will go and say like that I like one brand of a thing, and I got to say I have used this Milwaukee Fastback utility knife like crazy. If I'm doing any kind of work around the house, this goes straight in the pocket. So this is nice. Just a super simple utility knife from Milwaukee. It's like $20. You can store an extra blade inside the body of it, and it has a flip out screwdriver. Like this is, just get one of these because they're so good and so simple. Yeah. And I'm sure there's other brands that make them. I've had tons of, good luck with this, but yeah.
That's cool. I like that they have the integrated little screwdriver in it. That's nice.
Yeah, 1/4-inch drive, and it comes with a flip Phillips and flathead bit. Because like whenever you're working on car stuff, there's always the like, am I going to stab this package open with a screwdriver and get the parts out like a feral raccoon? Yeah. Or am I, and I've got cardboard to break down afterwards, when I get stuff. So don't use a pocket knife for that. Use a utility knife for that kind of stuff, right?
Absolutely.
The blades are cheap. Yeah. So I like that. That's my go-to. Like, anytime I'm just like working around the house, that always goes straight on the pocket.
That's a great one. I like that a lot.
Yeah. And then I got a weird thing, like just because I thought it was weird, but I like it. It turns out it's really useful. So, that brand Anchor, they make tons of like charging stuff, right? Mm-hmm. I got a thing from them and it's weird, but I love it. So it's this thing here. It's basically, it looks like a watch band. It's not really a watch band. It's just like a padded magnetic thing. And so like, I'm sure they make some that work with Android phones or some stuff like that. But it's for Apple stuff. It's the MagSafe connector. You just snap your phone onto it. Like it just, magnets on there. And then you can just like magnet it straight to like the fender of your car for like while you're watching Chris Fix videos or like while you have stuff so that like your phone's not on the ground, like you just magnet it straight to the car. It's so great. I think they sell it as like stuff you can snap on gym equipment and stuff, but fuck that. Right. Yeah.
Like that. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
For car stuff.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, or if you don't have a MagSafe phone, just some kind of magnetic case. I think and a shop rag would do the exact same thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
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 This will also be good for cooking.
Yeah, there you go.
Right on the fridge.
Yep. Exactly.
While you're scrolling your recipe.
There you go. Yeah. Another thing I really like for like that kind of stuff is if you're sticking something up, like maybe you want some tunes, you cannot beat that Anchor Bluetooth speaker, that sound core. It lasts freaking forever. I had one. It was like, I don't know. It hasn't been charged for, I don't know, at least a year, maybe a year and a half.
Really?
It was in an electronics bin in my storage room. I pulled it out. It powered up and paired with my phone right away. And like, I didn't get a low battery alert for like 20 some odd minutes. Like it's just been sitting. Yeah. So that, that little Bluetooth speaker, it's called the Sound Core. Like, yeah, I think it's like crazy waterproof and all that stuff. Yeah. Cause like wrenching on cars, you got to have some tunes or something, right?
Oh yeah. You've had this thing forever.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, old faithful of the Bluetooth speaker world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason it has 112,000 reviews on Amazon.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
this one is good. Because I've used yours before.
Yeah, and it's $29. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
What else? You can
I have one that one of my that I learned about from a fellow parent.
Okay.
Another F1 enthusiast.
Ooh.
Parent of another F1 enthusiast. Target has cheap F1 scale models.
Oh, okay.
And they have them for Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes.
Okay. Oh, $8.
They're $8, and they're like decent. They're like nice quality. But for whatever reason, if you go to the store, it's like $30.
Okay.
But if you get it from the website, it's $8.
Oh,
but then they just send you one. You don't know which one you're going to get.
Oh, like a blind box. Okay.
So like I bought 5 of them. And to make sure that we got a Lewis,
Yeah.
But yeah, they're super cheap.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So the Target website is where you got to get it from.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good little tip.
Yeah.
For anyone who needs a scale model F1 car in their life.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's so great. I love the blind box too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a Max, we got a Checo, we got a Sainz, and a George Russell, and a Lewis.
Okay.
So we got some good ones.
Yeah, 5 unique ones, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool, man. Okay.
Yep.
Nice, dude. Yeah. Right on. Yeah, toy cars rule. And then obviously Legos, like all the Technique stuff, Yeah. Is Nico still doing those? Is he still into those at all?
Lego for sure. Yes.
Yeah.
He's very into Lego bricks.
Okay.
Both the kids are.
Okay.
They both love Lego.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's like you've done these ones with him, right? Like the Technique.
We've done that Senna.
Yeah.
We did the Mustang one.
Okay. Yeah, it's like lime green, bright green, or grabber green. Yeah.
And then we did, what's the other one we did? It was
was it the Audi Le Mans car? Yeah.
Yeah, the Audi Le Mans car.
Yeah.
That was the other one that we did.
Nice. Yeah.
I would love to get a 911 one, but they're crazy expensive.
They are. Yeah, like this I was looking at them, like the RSR is like $175 or whatever.
Yeah. There's also like a classic 911 one that I really like.
Yeah, okay.
That's a little less expensive, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one.
Oh
geez, yeah.
It's still expensive though.
It is. Yeah. That's awesome. And it's good that they have stuff that can kind of scale up as the kids age up, right?
Yes.
But it scales up in price.
It sure does. Sure scales up fast.
Right? Yeah. Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you think? Yeah. Have
go
you
ahead.
seen these? The 10-piece problem solvers, or the 10 millimeter that they sell at Harbor Freight?
No.
It's just a pack of all the different kinds of 10 millimeter sockets. Yeah.
Yes, I have seen this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I absolutely just get 2 or 3 of those and hand them out. Yeah.
That's a perfect, like, put it in the stocking.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love those. And Harbor Freight gift cards, of course. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. I picked up one of their Icon swivel head 1/4-inch ratchets, and I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. It's fantastic. It was only $30, and they always have like coupons for them. So yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I recently broke several socket wrenches, so I need to replace some of them.
Oh, really? Okay, dude. The Icon here's the one that I got. I like it. Yeah, it doesn't fit in the tool tray that I had, but still, like, now that everything's in a drawer for me, like these like Icon professional ones, yeah, it's $35, and I think right now they have a 20% off coupon. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, those Icon flex heads are great. Yeah. It's one of those things where like you could spend more on a ratchet. Yes. And if you make your living like based on that ratchet, sure, spend more. But like yeah, as much as I work on cars, this kind of stuff is perfectly fine for me, Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Right. Yeah.
Same here.
Right. Yeah. 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 I mean, that's, yeah. Let's see what else. I don't know. Like, I think one thing that I think makes like a lot of stuff nicer is just like taking a little bit of extra time to like make your garage space like just a little bit nicer, like like I had that like little amp for like garage speakers and stuff like that, right?
I think a good way to think about it is like it's sort of the same thing with like we've talked about this with like getting ready for like lemons races and stuff like that. It's like you could spend a lot of time and money building a race car and making your car really, really fast. But the thing that's going to make your race weekend better is like driver comfort stuff and like pit comfort stuff and things like that's where you should be spending some like thought cycles to get that stuff nailed down, because then you have more freedom to do things like fun things like make the car faster.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Because if you're miserable inside the car, it doesn't matter how fast it is.
Right. No, that's a great point. Yeah.
So it's sort of the same thing, right? Like if your situation around fixing a car is miserable, then you're never going to fix it, which is why I don't ever fix
it. You do have a very complicated space. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. Yeah. There's always karting gift certificates as well, stuff like that. But yeah, no, like if you have an old set of speakers laying around, you can turn them into a garage stereo. They've got these cool little like $40 amps that you can get that have Bluetooth and stuff.
That's a great idea.
Stuff like that. Like the bench I'm sitting on or the stool I'm sitting on, like this swivel stool is so clutch for me. Like, because like it's my back gets so wrecked so fast bending over and working on the Fiat, like being able to sit down and have stuff in front of me.
Right.
Yeah. So nice. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yes. So basically our tips are either cheap or comfort driven.
Yeah.
For 2 old men.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Just think. Yeah. Yeah. Will this thing give me arthritis? Yes or no? Yeah. Or aggravate my carpal tunnel. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I think those are all excellent gift ideas. And also I remembered I have another talk about, which is directly car related, which we haven't talked about on the show.
What? I just want to button up the gift segment.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
By saying if anybody else has any gifts that they like, throw them in the comments because we want to hear.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Please do that. And then buy them for us.
Yes, exactly. You don't need to. Yes. What other car stuff do you want to talk about, buddy?
I have a rental car report.
What? A rental car report?
Yes. I recently had to go out east for work. And I had to go to Northern Maryland. And so I decided this time, and I had to also go to Baltimore. So I decided this time I was going to fly into Philadelphia and then fly home from Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
And so I rented a car in between, and I ended up with a Tesla Model 3.
Oh, okay.
Which was fine. It had 50,000 miles on it, so it had seen some things.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about that.
I feel like, the rear suspensions was starting to make a little bit of noise. It was starting to, and those things, I think, just show up a lot more.
Yeah.
In an electric car because the rest of it's so quiet.
Yeah. There's nothing to offset it. Yeah. Yeah. You need to, They need to start putting white noise generators in to compensate for build quality.
Yeah. I mean, so some of that stuff, there was definitely a few more creaks and things like that I noticed than the other newer ones that I've driven. Okay. But also 50,000 miles in a rental car is, I mean, that's a hell of a curve that we're grading on, right?
Yeah. So that's dog years. Yeah.
Right. Any car at this price point after 50,000 miles as a rental car is going to be rough.
Yeah.
But I do think like the lack of some things just like, like where when it's new, it's like, oh, this is sleek and whatever.
Oh, okay.
After a little bit of age, it just seems like, oh, they just didn't put this in there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Give me an example.
Well, like the
interior specifically, right?
The interior, right? Like it just, it doesn't seem sleek and like spare cool after it ages a bit. It just seems like a very cheap car.
Like the whole thing is like a blank button.
Kind of, yeah. Like it just, yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. Like they just didn't put stuff in there.
Okay.
Because it just doesn't have that gloss of being new anymore.
Okay. Okay. I get that. Yeah.
Also, I definitely was a little more cognizant of like how people were seeing me as I was driving it.
Oh, okay.
Because driving a Tesla now, I think probably has more connotations than it did before. But the big thing was that this was my first time using a supercharger.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I got to use a supercharger in Northern Maryland. I went into a Maryland rest stop area that had a supercharger, and while my car charged up, and I went and had some Dunkin' Donuts and answered some emails. Okay. And then went back out to my car and went on my way. But I was there. I was hooking up my car, and a passerby wanted to ask me about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
How much does this cost?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. It said it cost $15. Now, TBD on how I will actually pay for that, because it charges to whatever card is attached to that car, which belongs to the rental car company.
Right.
So will I get charged $15 or will I get charged $60? We'll see.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it went pretty fast. I was out of there in half an hour.
Okay.
Went from about 30% to 100% because I knew I had a longer drive.
Okay.
Yeah, it was super easy.
Okay.
Way easier than other public charging that I've used in the past. So
sure. Yeah.
It was just cool. I just, as I was doing, I was like, oh, I've never actually done this before.
Yeah.
With the supercharger.
Yeah. Right on. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. I think I've only used an EV Go when we had the Pacifica hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was
I've used a couple of different ones to varying degrees of success, but this is definitely the smoothest.
Okay.
I will say too that I find it very obnoxious, the no on off button thing.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah.
I don't like it. And as a rental car, it's even more irritating.
Okay.
Because you have to have the card. You can't use your phone.
Yeah.
So you have to put the card down, and then it's on, but on more. So when you get in the car, it turns on.
Right.
but then you also don't know that it's locked because you don't have the app or anything. So you just have to trust that when you walk away, it locks.
Okay.
It's no good.
Yeah. When we build these layers of trust in systems, like it's always such a weird push-pull kind of thing. Like learning to trust cruise, like radar cruise control the first time is weird. But like that, like your foot's hovering over the pedal, like ready to go.
Well, and also there's a button to turn it off.
Right. In this, like you're like, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, sure, if you had the app, it's a different story. But you know, I don't know. Like, you like walk away from it and you're like, here. Like you just talk to a stranger, like, I'll give you $5 to go check if that door's unlocked.
Right. Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Also, there's no adjustment for the steering wheel there's no physical adjustment for the steering wheel. It's done through the touch screen.
Oh.
It's bad.
Yeah, no,
it's
get
bad.
rid of that. Yeah,
That's
get rid of
terrible.
that. Yeah. Oh, I don't.
Just give me a fucking button.
Yeah, even the old school thing where you flip the cammed thing and you move it around from there and you tighten it back up. When have those gone bad, man?
Yeah.
You know, does the steering wheel like move out of the way when you get out of the car? Does it like go up and back?
No.
It doesn't. It stays put? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm also a fidgeter. Like I will change my driving position based on the shoes I'm wearing or the clothes that I'm wearing that day. Like,
no, you got a bunch of coats on, you're bulked up, you're sitting higher. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I like it to be exact, and I will fiddle around with it. If I ate a big meal, I will move that steering wheel.
Yeah. You have like the 3-seat memories, and it's just like depending on how much you've eaten lately. Yeah.
Number 1 is pasta.
Number 2 is you've just had a pot of black coffee and gone to the restroom 4 times. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. I like that.
This is my varying bloat levels.
Yeah. Set the seats to fritters because.
Set the seats to fritters. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great. I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's my rental car report.
Okay. I like that. Yeah.
I will say, after 50,000 miles as a rental car, the seams in the Tesla start to show a little bit more than when they're new, for sure.
Yeah. I've seen some stuff on social media of the leather on those yokes just like disintegrating. Right? I mean, it looks crazy. Paper thin, like tissue paper thin. Yeah. That's the thing. Like super thin leather is so soft and nice to touch, but it doesn't last for shit. Yeah,
exactly.
Right? Yeah. So wild. Well, I'm glad you didn't have to like wait in a long line for the supercharger or anything like that.
I was in and out. It was great.
That's awesome, man. That's really
I helped
cool.
that I was doing it like in the middle of the day on a weekday.
Oh, gotcha.
Like an interstate.
Sure. Yeah. Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Yeah. Right on.
What do you think? Should we do an album of the week? And
and if you can, give me 2 albums of the week, because we have some guests coming up that we're going to put out episodes for, and we forgot to ask for albums of the week during the show. So you hit me with 2. Okay.
Well, you know what? Let me do one for next week's guest.
Okay.
And this is next week's guest, not to spoil anything, she is involved in a very long-lived institution.
Yes.
And that institution has been pretty badass for its entire run.
Yes.
And it's worthwhile to go back and kind of revisit the early days of that long-lived institution. And so I have picked a band which is very long-lived. And there's one moment in particular that I love from it. So the album is Space Ritual by the band Hawkwind. It's actually a live album, a live double album.
Okay.
I actually have this on vinyl.
The gatefold vinyl.
Oh yeah.
I
mean, it's got like a bonkers album cover.
Okay.
It's so for anyone who doesn't know, Hawkwind was like an early like metal, like kind of they were sort of like kind of like a more punky or experimental, like Black Sabbath. They were kind of like around the same time as them.
Okay.
And Lemmy from Motorhead, he was the original bassist for Hawkwind. This was his first band before he got kicked out for doing too many drugs and stuff.
I like that. Yeah, you can do too many drugs for a psychedelic band.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this record is just bonkers and fantastic. Like,
okay.
It's very proggy.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot. There's one. My favorite song on it is probably one called "Lord of Light."
Okay.
Which is 7 minutes long. It's got a saxophone in it. It's great. It's fantastic. There's flute that shows up. Very fast bass playing.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Everything you want in like a proggy 70s metal sort of record.
I mean, I bet, because look at the runtime. It's 132 minutes, almost 133 for the 2007 expanded and remastered edition.
Yeah, I would recommend just stick with the original,
the OG album. Okay,
which is still an hour and a half.
Yeah, it is.
So,
yeah. Green Day's Insomniac album, their follow-up to Dookie, was 33 minutes long, or maybe 31. It was fucking short. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like that you can fit 3 of those into this.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
But there's a lot of like really short little interludes and stuff in here. There's weird like spoken word things. I mean, it's got something for everybody. As long as you like weirdo 70s shit.
I feel like this is like the prog rock version of like Casa Bonita, with all these nooks and crannies you can explore.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great. I legitimately love this album. It's fantastic.
Nice. Yeah. What's over here? A puppet show. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's very fitting. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that is it's a double album. That should count as 2. I will say, did you check out the Black Rock album?
I did. Yeah. I really like it. Yeah. I have all of the tracks from the original. Yeah.
Nice.
I have obtained them through the internet. Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah.
Good
Thanks,
work.
buddy. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great one. Great recommendation. Yeah, for sure. Thank you for that. Yeah.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Nice, buddy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and then so next week we have a guest, and then we'll be back to normal business after that, and then I will do 2 then, so that way for the next guest.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll check the YouTube description for links to Spotify and Apple Music to just go down a prog rock wormhole. Yeah. I'll have to send you a clip of the prog rock scene from the Venture Brothers. It was fantastic. I think you'd really like it. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool, man. All right.
I think we're 2 sleepy buddies. I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah. I'm just hoping my sinuses stay open and then that I can breathe tonight. It's not looking good for Righty over here. Yeah. That's not good. It's not supposed to make that noise.
No.
Yeah.
No. Go sit in the shower and get some steam.
You go sit in the shower, get some steam.
Dave, if people enjoyed this, what should they do?
You know what? They should buy their friends gifts. They should listen to the Everyone Racers gift episode and all their other episodes, really. You should subscribe on YouTube. You can sign up for our Patreon if you want. It only costs $1 a month, and it gets you a complete archive of the show and, a shout out and stuff like that. You could buy stickers from us if you want. I still have vegan mugs if you want to buy a vegan mug. Things like that. Yeah. So do those things.
Texas Vanity Plate 720-515-1391.
Yep.
You should listen to Hawkwind.
Yeah, listen to Hawkwind. Yep. I'm gonna
at least do yourself a favor and Google the album cover for Space Ritual.
Yes.
It's pretty great.
Yeah. It makes, this is what Baroness is, when Baroness's album covers is calling back to.
Yeah. Well, when you see that album cover, you know exactly what it sounds like. You're like, oh, there's probably a map in here someplace.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Everybody, thank you so much. We love you. Goodbye.